from the soul with it. Yeah. So a person close to Kawhi Leonard believes that Kawhi Leonard will want to re-sign with the Toronto Raptors. I'm not buying it one bit. Not even one bit. I don't think that Kawhi Leonard will want to stay with the Toronto Raptors. I honestly believe that the Toronto Raptors' best chance of winning an NBA title was keeping DeMar DeRozan. You know, if they would have, you know, if they were able to trade for Kawhi Leonard, keep DeMar DeRozan, and keep Kyle Lowry, I think their best chances, you know, that would have gave them the best chance to beat the Boston Celtics and to be able to conquer the Eastern Conference, you know, and be able to at least compete, you know, with the Golden State Warriors. You know, every position, the Golden State Warriors are great at all 5 positions right now. So you need as much talent, as much help as you can. You know, they already have a great bench, but they already lost a great coach as well. So, you know, I think that Kawhi Leonard is one of the best I think Kawhi Leonard is the best defender in the NBA right now. And him limiting, you know, and him being able to limit Kevin Durant, because you can't stop Kevin Durant. He's just a great player overall. But being able to limit Kevin Durant, that will give you the best chance. But you also need someone to be able to limit Steph Curry, because Steph Curry is the engine. So once you have someone who's focusing on Kevin Durant, you also have someone who can limit Steph Curry, and you could be very physical with Steph Curry, you know, but you need an elite player to do that. I don't think Kyle Lowry is that elite player that you would need in order to defeat the Golden State Warriors. You know, he's a great three-point shooter. He's a great player overall, but I just think that you need a lot more. You know, when you plan someone like a Steph Curry, you have someone like Lonzo Ball, who is much taller and he has bigger hands. He has a, you know, a longer wingspan. And I think that he would be much more, you know, much more of a, I think he would be a better defender than Kyle Lowry. That's just my opinion. You know, I think that he would be much better in terms of a total package, comparing that to, you know, to Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry is a better three-point shooter, but I just think that, you know, overall, in terms of like passing and other things that Lonzo Ball brings to the game, I think that they will complement Kawhi Leonard and Lonzo Ball with the addition of LeBron James. They will complement each other much more than having, you know, Kawhi Leonard on the Toronto Raptors. And I think that Kawhi Leonard wants to be in Los Angeles. I don't think those rumors are, I think it's just smoke screens right now. And, you know, honestly, I don't think that he will get there and like Toronto. Who would, in their right mind, would like Toronto over Los Angeles? Like, it's cold in Toronto, bro. Like, it's cold in Canada. Like, if you ask any normal person with a brain, hey, bro, what would you rather, like, have? Would you rather have? Well, then again, you can't say that because this idiot Paul George chose Oklahoma City. Like, he chose OKC, Oklahoma, bro, over Los Angeles. Palm trees, beach. I mean, like, pick a beach. Like, go outside, bro, and pick a beach, bro. Like Venice Beach, bro. Like, you got Santa Monica. Like, it's so many places to go in LA, bro. And it's like in and out. You got like Jack in the Box, but I'm not sure if they got a Jack in the Box or In and Out in Oklahoma. I don't know what they have in Oklahoma other than, I don't know what's in Oklahoma. Probably Dirty Rivers, and no disrespect to the people that live in Oklahoma, but bro, like, who would in their right mind would choose Oklahoma over Los Angeles, bro? Like, that's the most idiotic thing. And then you stay with a ball hawk, Russell Westbrook. I'm confused, bro. But anyway, back to Kawhi Leonard, because Paul George will never win a ring with, I forgot the man's name, Russell Westbrook. You're never going to win a ring. Kevin Durant left, and I don't respect you, Paul George, at all. But anyway, back to Kawhi Leonard. I don't think that Kawhi Leonard will choose to stay with the Toronto Raptors. I don't think that fit his personality, you know, and, well, actually, it does fit his personality. I don't think that he would want to stay in Toronto. I think that he wants to compete. I think that, you know, somebody got into his ear that's close to the Laker organization, And the rumors have already been out that he has spoken to other players about teaming up. So I don't see other players really rushing to go play in Toronto. So if he's talking to other players about teaming up, it will probably be the Los Angeles Lakers and him communicating with LeBron James or just the staff, staying connected with Magic Johnson somehow, and he's talking to his family. I don't think this is going to play out how the Paul George situation played out, but I do think that, and even still, like as far as like with Brandon Ingram, what position is Brandon Ingram going to start? Because I don't think LeBron James is going to start at power forward. So what is that going to do for Brandon Ingram? Is Brandon Ingram going to now come off the bench? Why would you want him to come off the bench now? That's going to stunt his growth. I think that Brandon Ingram should be in the starting lineup. I would actually prefer Brandon Ingram and Kyle Kuzma start and LeBron come off the bench. LeBron James is going to want to start at small forward, and then they're probably going to have Kyle Kuzma starting at power forward, and then Josh Hart probably start at the shooting guard position. Or most likely they're probably going to have Caldwell Pope, because remind you, Caldwell Pope is part of Clutch Sports. He's probably going to want to start. They're probably going to start him as shooting guard just to please LeBron James. So what does that do for Brandon Ingram? So what they'll probably end up doing is probably potentially they may trade Brandon Ingram, because they could go ahead and get, they don't have to trade as much to get Kawhi now that he's with the Toronto Raptors. So I don't believe the person that's close to him. It may be somebody who's like just close to him as a family member. I'm talking about close as sitting right beside him, and not close in terms of business-wise. Probably just someone who probably sleeps next to him, or, babysits his daughter or something that's close to him in that way. But in other regard, I just don't see him staying with the Toronto Raptors. I think that he will eventually be a Laker. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but whoever is close to him needs to get away from him, because you're delusional, bruh. Kawhi Leonard will eventually be a Laker, and I think that he's not going to want to stay with the Toronto Raptors. But I could be wrong. I was wrong about Paul George, and Paul George is an idiot. Of course, Kawhi Leonard is going to be able to get his numbers, and he's going to act professional. He's going to be professional. What is he supposed to say? Man, I don't even really want to play for the Raptors, bro. I just want to come out there. I just want to have fun and, be able to adjust and get back to playing how I was playing before I got injured. I'm just here temporarily. Like, what else is he supposed to say? Of course you're going to be professional. Like, Toronto is a great it's a great city, and it's good, but it's not Los Angeles. And that's the only way I feel that people, I think that will be able to somewhat get over LeBron James being on the Lakers, as if Kawhi Leonard was to go there as well. Because we have respect for Kawhi Leonard, because you don't have people you don't have the media shoving Kawhi Leonard down our throats, telling us that Kawhi Leonard is the greatest basketball player to ever live, and trying to force Kawhi Leonard on us. We know that Greg Popovich got the best out of Kawhi Leonard, and he earned his spot. We knew with Kawhi Leonard. We knew that Kawhi Leonard is, the greatest player's kryptonite. He's the claw. We know what he's capable of. So bringing him on the Lakers, it would kind of take some of the disdain that we have for LeBron James away, in my opinion. But also, I just think that Kawhi Leonard would prefer the Lakers over Toronto. All they have is Drake, Kiki, do you love me? On the sidelines, acting like he gonna kiss the players, and, beefing with Kevin Durant and all these other things. I don't see him staying in Toronto, bro. Like, it's a great city, but at the same time, I just think that the Lakers have more to offer. And is this a free agency pitch? Possibly.